On the day of October 25th, 2016, everything was going smoothly at the Thunder River Rapids ride. It was a river rapid-style water ride that was situated in the town of Gold Rush area of the Dreamworld-themed park in Queensland, Australia's Gold Coast. Everyone was on vacation. They went to Dreamworld with their family and friends in the full confidence that the rides and roller coasters there were secure. However, for 4 people who had gone to enjoy the rides with their family and children, that day ended up being their last. Roozi Araghi, Kate Goodchild, Luke Dorsett, and 42-year-old Cindy Lowe from Sydney perished on the Thunder River Rapids attraction after a water pump malfunctioned and produced a raft. This is the tragic story of the Thunder River Rapids ride accident. The Thunder River Rapids ride was located at Gold Rush Country, today known as the town of Gold Rush. On December 11, 1986, Gold Rush County officially opened. In 1983, a Sydney-based business was contracted to provide the custom-made vessel of the Thunder River Rapids ride. Thunder River Rapids ride, one of Dreamworld's 9 family rides, was one of the most well-liked attractions at the time of closure. The ride's length was 410 meters, or 1,350 feet, and its top speed was 45 kilometers per hour, or 28 miles per hour. The Thunder River Rapids ride took about 4 minutes to complete one cycle. Riders at Dreamworld would board circular 6-person rafts from a constantly rotating station platform, which allowed easy boarding without boats having to come to a complete stop. Once dispatched, each raft would travel at a modest pace along a watercourse that included a tunnel and several sections of simulated whitewater rapids. Boats were bumped, jostled, and splashed unpredictably as they moved along a curved channel. Part of the fun of the ride arose from the fact that some riders would inevitably get wetter than others. The course of the ride was a gentle downward gradient. This was what caused the water within the channel to flow, thus conveying the boats along without the need for an onboard propulsion system. Naturally, this meant by the end of the ride, rafts would need to be lifted back up to the station before they could be sent around again. At Dreamworld, this was achieved by means of a conveyor belt. Boats were guided onto it and carried upwards, with guests still on board. When it reached the top and returned to the station, guests would disboard back onto the rotating station platform. Just as the rafts needed to be lifted back up at the end of the circuit, so too did the water, something normally achieved by 2 powerful water pumps. Just wanted to take the time to say thanks to all of our viewers who have been supporting us. And if you enjoy this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on when we upload videos. On 25 October 2016, a malfunction of the Thunder River Rapids ride resulted in the deaths of 4 people. Kate Goodchild boarded the ride with her 12-year-old daughter, her brother Luke Dorsett, and his partner Roozi Araghi. Cindy Lowe was with her 10-year-old son on the Thunder River Rapids ride. Due to the failure of one of the 2 large water pumps essential for the ride's operation, the water level in the ride dropped quickly, causing a raft, which was occupied by 6 guests, to become stranded on support rails near the end of the raft conveyor and unable to reach the unloading area. After about a minute, a second raft with passengers descending the conveyor slammed into the first trapped raft. The conveyor's motion caused both rafts to tilt upward before the first one descended to a level position resting on support rails. 4 passengers suffered fatal injuries as the second raft was further carried by the conveyor into a vertical position, causing people to either fall out of the raft or get caught next to the conveyor system. After the conveyor had been turned off by ride workers, 2 children who had survived the sinking of the raft were able to exit it. They were apparently both unharmed physically, but were both taken to a hospital and given counseling. Over 7 paramedic units, together with firefighters and police, rushed to the 000 call. Park operators stopped the ride and began draining the river. Due to damage from compression and crush, the bodies were severely deformed. Kate's daughter and Cindy Lowe's 10-year-old son were the 2 survivors of that accident. On their website and Facebook page, Dreamworld published the following statement. Dreamworld is currently closed until further notice due to an incident at the park. We are deeply shocked and saddened by the tragic incident. Our hearts and thoughts go out to the families involved and their loved ones. In order to accommodate a special mourning service for their deaths, Dreamworld said that the park would reopen on October 28th. The ride was being handled as a crime scene, so conversations with Queensland police were required before it could reopen to the public. The 28 October reopening was postponed until the 27th. Gold Coast Mayor Tom Tate sent his condolences to the affected individuals' families and gave any financial and emotional help to everyone involved. Malcolm Turnbull, who was the Prime Minister of Australia at the time, expressed his sympathy and support by tweeting the following: "I'm very saddened by the tragedy at Dreamworld today. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families." The Queensland government made an announcement on October 29 regarding a flurry of safety inspections and an examination of state occupational health and safety rules. In honor of the victims and their families, the ride will be permanently closed, according to Ardent Leisure CEO Deborah Thomas, who also encouraged them to participate in the creation of a memorial in its place. Later, the ride was taken apart and the area was secured with fencing. Police recommended that no one be charged with a crime in a report to the Queensland coroner in October 2017. James McDougall, the Queensland coroner, published a report on the theme park's negligent, risky, and inadequate safety practices on February 24, 2020. He also recommended that the Queensland Office of Industrial Relations investigate filing charges. The attraction had a number of design and construction flaws that led to the multiple malfunctions it experienced in the days before the catastrophe. Despite Dreamworld's reputation as a cutting-edge, world-class theme park, Mr. McDougall testified before a Brisbane court that the park's safety and maintenance procedures were at most primitive. He also threatened to submit Dreamworld's parent firm, Ardent Leisure, to the Queensland Office of Industrial Relations. According to him, Ardent Leisure might have broken several workplace violations. The accusations were brought against Ardent Leisure, Dreamworld parent firm, on July 21, 2020. The Work Health and Safety prosecutor brought the charges in Brisbane Magistrates Court pursuant to the Work Health and Safety Act. The case was initially heard in Southport Magistrates Court on July 29. Ardent Leisure entered a guilty plea to the case on July 28, 2020, the day before the trial was set to begin. They were subsequently fined $3.6 million in September 2020 for violating the Work Health and Safety Act. In addition, the family of one of the victims received a settlement payment of $2.1 million. The last buildings of Thunder River were destroyed in 2018. The park stated on August 23, 2019, that Steel Taipan, a new roller coaster, would replace it in 2021 and take up some of the space currently occupied by the defunct Eureka Mountain Mine Ride. According to reports, Ardent Leisure gave the victims' relatives, first responders, and witnesses a total of more than $5 million in compensation. Near the location of the Thunder River Rapids ride, a memorial garden for the victims was constructed. What do you think about the accident? Did it occur due to a lack of safety cautions? Let us know your opinion in the comments section. For more similar content, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.